So imagine trying to hang, a literal delivery truck on your living room wall.
Right. Yeah, that is kind of the insane scale we're talking about today.
Exactly. So welcome to today's deep dive, everyone. We're stepping out of the standard electronics aisle and looking at some really extreme engineering for commercial displays.
Yeah, we've got a highly specific product page from our sources at HDTVSupply.
Right. Our mission is to unpack the specs for the Draper 25427D profile plus fixed frame screen. Basically, we want to see what actually goes into engineering a massive display for commercial or high-end residential spaces, because this thing is huge. It's a 275-inch diagonal screen.
Which is, what, 135 by 240 inches? That fundamentally changes the physics of just getting it inside a building.
Right, because you aren't exactly pivoting a 23-foot canvas up a tight stairwell.
No, definitely not. The engineers had to prioritize the transport logistics just as much as the actual picture quality. So this specific Draper screen ships completely unassembled.
Which makes sense, right? Breaking it down is basically the only way installers can even maneuver the product.
Exactly. You have to get it around tight corners or squeeze it into standard elevators. That specific choice is what makes it a viable option for its target environments.
Like churches or corporate training rooms or massive home theaters.
Yeah, and honestly, it really contextualizes the price tag. It's $8,258.
Wow. Okay, so you're really paying for the logistical engineering that makes installing a screen this large even possible.
Precisely.
Well, looking at the assembly specs, I was actually expecting to see a massive list of heavy industrial tools, but they use this sliding hook and loop mechanism to attach the viewing surface to a lightweight frame.
Yeah, think of it kind of like how a trampoline canvas attaches to its frame with springs.
Oh, right, so it distributes the tension.
Exactly. It distributes all that massive tension evenly along the edges, so the screen doesn't tear or warp at one specific stress point.
Okay, but a canvas this size has to introduce a pretty severe physics problem, right? Like sagging.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you just hang a 23-foot piece of material, gravity takes over. That is why the frame hides these extruded aluminum baffles.
And the frame sits, what, less than 2 inches deep against the wall?
Yeah, less than 2 inches. So those baffles are essentially hidden metal ridges acting like a rigid skeleton to keep this massive canvas drum tight.
That is wild. And the surface itself is this Grey XH600V material.
Right, which is a highly specific fabric designed to boost contrast. It retains image quality even in brightly lit rooms, which is, critical for corporate or church environments.
Makes sense. The specs also note it features a zero-edge, borderless design, offers optional LED backlighting, and supports 1080p resolution. But wait, I have to stop you there.
Oh, what's up?
It says it supports 1080p. On a 23-foot screen, wouldn't 1080p mean the pixels are the size of Lego bricks? Why wouldn't a screen this premium demand 4K or 8K?
That is a great question. It really comes down to viewing distance.
Oh, because the audience is far away.
Exactly. In commercial spaces or large auditoriums, the audience is sitting dozens of feet away.
Yeah.
At that distance, the human eye just cannot distinguish the extra pixels of 4K.
Okay, that makes total sense. So it's about optimizing for the actual room.
Right, not just padding a spec sheet. Plus, pushing a 1080p signal is far less taxing on the complex audiovisual systems running these massive venues. It's a highly practical choice over pure pixel chasing.
Okay, I get it now. There is another term in the text I really want to unpack, though.
Okay, sure.
The source proudly highlights that this display is mullion-less. But if you already have a 275-inch screen, why is it so incredibly important that it doesn't have mullions?
Well, mullions are those vertical bars or dividers you typically see between window panes or adjoining screen panels.
Right, those thick black lines.
Exactly. Because this Draper screen's design is mullionless, it allows adjacent screens to be placed next to each other with zero separation.
Oh, wow. So they assume you aren't just buying one.
Basically, yeah. You can seamlessly link multiple 23-foot screens together for an even larger continuous display. And without a thick black grid breaking up the image.
So you are really paying for the engineering of the invisible, like the weight distribution, the shipping dimensions, the assembly mechanics, and those borderless edges that allow for that kind of expansion.
Exactly. It's all about what you don't see.
So why does this matter to you listening? Well, if you are ever tasked with outfitting a large venue, remember that a premium price isn't just for the visual specs.
No, you are paying for the physical logistics that make shipping, carrying, and installing a massive screen a reality.
Exactly. Which leaves me with this final thought for you to ponder. If we can now engineer Lightweight, mullionless screens that seamlessly snap together side by side with absolutely zero separation. I mean, how long until we stop painting the walls of our corporate spaces and simply replace them entirely with continuous projection surfaces?
That is a crazy thought.
Right. The wall itself might just become the screen.